My journey starts in Bury, Lancashire. I'm meeting newlyweds who think they've spotted a gap in a booming market.
So he paid his deposit online?
Yeah, £25 deposit.
Leanne and Nick Shackleton have been married for just 4 months when they decided to spend their £6,000 life savings on setting up a business based on Nick's brainwave.
Shat wrap's a clear protective wrap that you put over the top of your high-end mountain bikes or road bikes to prevent them getting scratched. It holds the value of the bikes, it keeps them looking pretty while you've got them. It's a useful thing to have on your bike when you're spending this kind of money on them.
Britain's recent cycling success in the Olympics and Tour de France has made bikes big business, with some models costing more than £10,000. Nick's protective wrap costs between £80 and £200, so is it the right idea at the right time, or a luxury bike owners simply won't pay for?
Right, where are you up to with your receipts?
Most of them in there.
Leanne has a full-time job at the moment, but helps Nick with the accounts.
The dream is that we can both run this place together, so I'd like to be able to join him eventually.
Time for me to figure out whether this business will give the couple the future they're hoping for.
Hello,
Okay.
you must be Nick.
I am.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
What is this stuff and how do you put it on?
I describe it best as, do you when you get yourself a brand new phone, you get your screen protectors to put over the front of them to stop them getting scratched, and then when you come to sell the phone or it gets scratched, you take it off and you put a new one on.
So keeping the product in its original form, that's the purpose?
That's the idea, yeah. So,
and is it easy to do?
it's more fiddly and time consuming than actually technically hard.
So how many of these can you do a day?
I normally average it 2 a day.
2?
Yeah.
It's not a lot, is it?
One of my biggest downfalls at the minute is I'm also replying to emails, taking calls, taking bookings, going to and from bike shops to collect bikes.
That's where Leanne comes in, isn't
And
it?
hopefully so she can do a lot of that for me.
What is the turnover of the company? What are you predicting for your first year?
Hopefully we're looking to reach around about the 18,000 mark at the end of the year.
Is that turnover or profit?
That'd be turnover.
Turnover.
Yeah.
If it's turnover, this is a hobby, not a business. It's worrying that Nick doesn't know the difference between the money that flows into a business and the profit, which is the money you get to take home. He could be in trouble.
But on the basis that he can only physically do a maximum of 2 bikes a day, I'm not really sure whether this is a business that really can provide a substantial living for him and his family.
That could change if they manage to increase the amount of bikes they can wrap in a day. But Nick and Leanne's marriage needs protecting too.
Since we got married, we started up the business, so our whole world has completely changed. It's been really difficult, a strain on our marriage, and we've invested all of our savings that we had in the business. We've got everything riding on it.
As a newlywed, I guess you're in the honeymoon period, don't they call it?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're in the honeymoon period?
No.
No. Okay. I've never worked with my husband, and I'll be honest with you, I've never wanted to. And I have no plans to, let's put it like that. How hard is it?
It's quite difficult on us both, but when you're in a marriage, you have to support your other half. When Nick said this is what he wanted to do, I didn't even hesitate to support him in pursuing his dream.
This is the path you're on?
Yes.
Yeah? And you're not going back?
No.
You haven't considered not working in the business?
No.
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 Okay.
I'm starting to think that.
I can see that Nick is living his dream, and Leanne is being really supportive of that dream, so much so she's going to give up her job and go work in the business. But as newlyweds, and building a business, and thinking about starting a family, this could be just too much pressure on the pair of them.
But this business won't even become a reality unless Nick wraps his head around the basics.
One of the things Nick was telling me was that his turnover was £15,000. Now that doesn't seem right to me. Are you sure that's not profit?
So you're the numbers girl.
Okay.
It's £15,000 profit based on the fact that you do 2 bikes a day.
Yeah.
You should try and make the effort.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The more you understand about the numbers, the more you understand how it affects the business, and the better decisions I think you'll end up making.
Yeah.
Definitely.
How many bikes do you need to wrap a week to pay your salary and pay Nick something?
We'd need to do 15 bikes
A week.
Yes.
So is that going to be your job to make those calls, grow the business, do the marketing, do the website, and Nick's going to be back in the factory? Is that the plan?
Yeah, along those lines. But yeah, I mean, I have a lot to do as well. There's always something I can be doing.
So when I come back and see you in 12 months' time, what are you going to have achieved?
We'd love to be hitting the 15 bike a week target. Hopefully Leanne will be in by that point.
Full time?
Full time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, I do wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
See you next year.
Failure's not an option at the minute, but it is always in the back of your mind that it could happen. So, yeah, it's really important to us that this works.
Well, Nick's come up with a really good idea. When I was thinking about Leanne joining, I was a bit worried about that. But having met them both, I think it's absolutely vital that she joins. And I hope when I come back in 12 months' time, she would have sorted this business out and they would have grown it to the level that really generates some money for them.
Almost 12 months on, I'm back. And it appears business is booming.
Hello!
Hello.
I see you haven't grown up.
Not one bit.
Nice to see you. I hope Leanne's here.
She is. She's in there waiting.
At our first meeting, I thought Leanne, if she could cope with the pressure it may add to her marriage, was key to this business growing.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
It's so nice to see you.
Yeah, lovely to
Last time I saw two major issues. Could the relationship take the pressure? And could Nick learn the basics of business?
So do you know now the difference between turnover and profit?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you making a profit?
We are, yeah. Yeah, I'm earning close to double what I was earning at my previous job, so...
That's frankly fantastic. I'm so pleased for you that you're doing well.
Thank
I'm really pleased. Now, your other target
Yeah.
was for Leanne to be working in the business.
Yeah.
Leanne, are you working in the business?
I don't work in the business. No.
Well, that's a shock. So how's Nick coped on his own? Back to month one. Nick's well known in the local bike trade, so he started by building on that.
I worked for 10 years in the cycle industry, pretty much from leaving school. So over the years, I've built up hundreds of contacts.
Mr. Smith's bike.
Yep.
He wants a full wrap. We sell between 50 and 60 bikes a week, and we refer pretty much every one of those to Nick.
By month four, he had 10 shops referring business to him and was just starting to get interest from further afield. With demand on the up, Leanne was about to give up her day job and join Nick, but then she was thrown a curveball, a new job offer with a better salary. It was a real head versus heart moment.
She got a new job offer. It was a bit too good a one to turn down, and we thought to try and earn that back with this business as well. It's going to be quite hard work, so...
The reason that I've stepped back was just for us financially, that I needed to focus elsewhere and for myself a little bit as well.
This was exactly the right decision for Leanne. She put her career and her marriage first.
Were you disappointed when Leanne didn't want to join?
No, definitely not. She's got her own things she wants to do. She's doing really well at her job.
And just recently I've just applied for a promotion where I'm working, so I think I've got a bit of a newfound passion for my own career. Meeting you, it's given me a lot of confidence.
Well, I've no doubt you're going to get that promotion. But I'm slightly worried for Nick because I did think you were absolutely core to this business. How are you coping without her? Or are you coping?
Yeah, we are. I mean, Leanne still does help me out with books and things.
I think you've also
Picked it up myself.
picked it up yourself because you've had to in a way.
And now you're doing it yourself, I guess you feel more in control.
Yeah.
You've been forced to teach yourself, haven't you?
Yeah.
Nick, what have you learnt about Leanne over the past year?
I've learned not to take her for granted as much. I did do at the start. I know I did quite a lot.
And Leanne, what have you learnt about Nick?
I've learned that he is actually capable of doing things himself, and everything that you've achieved with this business has made me just love you more because I'm so proud of everything that you've done.
Oh.
I'm so proud of you.
Nick has had a great first year. He spotted a gap in the market, delivered a product and service that his customers value, and as his own boss is earning twice what he used to.
When I heard Leanne hadn't joined the business, I was worried. But you know what? Nick has stepped up to the plate. He's overcome obstacles, he's learning about business, and he's doubled his income. And more importantly than that, their marriage is stronger than ever.